My name is Amit Mukherjee. I am a citizen of the US who votes in Massachusetts, and I am currently living in Portugal. I am a professor and author of a couple of books on leadership. And this was a story I wanted to share with you. So I'm a naturalized citizen. So how did it come to be? So many years back, it was 1991, I was visiting my parents-in-law, and my father-in-law at that had been in the second batch of the Indian Administrative Service, Indian Foreign Service, and was at that time living and working in DC. And as a part of the Indian culture, what used to happen is every senior diplomat from India who came to the DC would show up at his and my mother-in-law's home and pay his respects. They were almost all men at that time. And one time in 1991, we happened to be in the house when the newly appointed Indian ambassador showed up. And I looked at him and I said, in Indian fashion, I said, "Uncle, how do I get to vote in India?" And he said, "You can't." And I said, "What do you mean I can't? I'm an Indian citizen." And he said, "Well, there's no provision in the Constitution of India for any Indian who is out of the country to vote unless he or she is there on a government approved activity." And right then and there, in front of this gentleman, my ex-wife and I looked at each other and we said, "Okay, today we start the naturalization proceedings." And we became naturalized citizens within a year. Because here's the thought that went through my mind at that time. What's the point of being a citizen of a democracy if you do not or cannot vote? And that is something that I wish people would take more seriously. If you are a Democrat abroad, please vote. Go to the website votefromabroad.org. The last part of my story. So as I said, we voted in Massachusetts, and it is one of the saner parts of the country, if I may actually say that. And whenever we went to vote, we used to take our son along from when he was 2, and he would feed our ballots into the counting machines. And this is why I said it was a saner part of the country. Nobody thought twice about allowing us to do that. And today he's 32. And he votes in every single election. He is always informed. And he engages me in debates about the issues. And he absolutely makes sure that he votes in every election. So, if you're a member of a democracy and you're not choosing to exercise your right to vote, what's the point of being a citizen of the democracy?
Everyone who can vote should vote. Americans abroad, go to votefromabroad.org and request an absentee ballot today. Ask for it to be delivered by email.